Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. My name is Alicia Nicole Jackson. Welcome back to my channel, baby. Today, we're refreshing a old wash and go, okay, with a new one. So, I'm going to show you guys what I do for my low porosity hair. I believe it's like type 3C, type 4A, type 4B, okay? I'm still learning my hair type, but I feel like porosity is more important. However, let's get into what I use. So I use a leave-in conditioner, honey hydrate. Honey is good for low porosity hair. All that means is my hair takes a long time to get wet and stay wet. Okay, so we gotta lock in that moisture. Next, we have my favorite gel. Okay, I love this extreme gel down. You guys, I was actually gonna try the dew gel, and then I put it on my hair, and I was like, absolutely not. So I stuck with that bad boy. Next, I like to seal everything off with a foam, okay? You can use the foam of your choosing. I love Mazzani products. I actually use the Mazzani shampoo and conditioner, and since this is a refresh and wash and go, I'll have to do the whole thing where I shampoo, condition, all that good jazz, but we're going to get right into it. Okay, so first things first, I have a lot of hair. I don't know if you noticed. That was not me trying to brag, y'all. That was just a funny transition. So what I like to do is, because I have so much hair, I like to detangle it before the shower. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I don't know if I was doing this or I was doing it properly, but this has made a big difference in my wash and go. So I'm doing the lymph check right now. I like to finger detangle and also detangle with a big tooth comb. Okay. I was using like one of those fancy brushes specifically for curly hair. Please be more gentle than this, y'all. I was clearly rushing. But I'm unintentionally funny. Anyways, what was I saying? I had one of those fancy brushes for curly hair, honey, and I feel like it was taking a lot of hair out. So I stuck to the old school way where I finger detangle and use a big tooth comb. And I know you guys are probably thinking like, girl, you should add some water and some conditioner to make it easier. Yeah, that would be a good idea, but it wasn't as bad as it looked. I'm just being a bit rough with my hair, but that is a great alternative if you wanted, a smoother transition as far as detangling. However, I also make sure my hair is detangled in the shower too, so I wasn't too concerned about that. But yeah, and like I said, this is a refresher, so I know a lot of people on wash day, they use things to help detangle faster, like a pre-poo. I use a curl cream. Oh, it's by Organic. I think it's Organic Restimulate, ORS. I know that's the brand name for sure. But that helps you just have an easier transition and less snags. I just didn't want to put all that product in my hair before reapplying my wash and go products. So that was my thought process, y'all. I was just trying to get through this, show you guys what I do. I section my hair off in 4 sections, and when I get in the shower, what you're gonna see is that I actually section it off even smaller while I'm in there, to make sure that I apply the product and do the shingling method and everything as it's supposed to be done. But when I tell you guys, I'm a beginner in this whole process. If you go on my YouTube channel and watch when I got my curly cut, that's when this wash and go adventure started. Before that point, I didn't even know. I knew I had a curl in my hair. I just didn't know how to get it out, right? I didn't know what products to use, this porosity, this hair type. What does all that mean, right? Something new every day. So that's the reason I made this tutorial for anybody else who's like, where do I start? This is where you start if you're a low porosity girl. And like I said, all that means is that your hair has a problem retaining moisture, right? And locking in moisture, and it's harder for it to dry. So if this video can help anybody, I would love that, because I'm still on my journey as we speak. And for me, my wash and goes didn't start hitting until recently. So it's really like a journey and a process, but you got to kind of stick it through and do what works for you. Like I said, I was supposed to, I'm like, I didn't notice that it was like that, but I was supposed to use the Doom gel, the bananas gel, honey, and I put it on my hair. I said, absolutely not. I'm not going to waste my time, okay? I tested out a little piece. I said, this is not for me. So I went back to the oldie but goodie to show you guys what works every time. It's guaranteed to work for me. So if you guys are a beginner, you're like, I don't know what to use on my hair. It's so thick. It's so long. It's dry. Try this and let me know what happens, because this is awesome. And eventually I want to get to the point where I do a 1 product wash and go. That was my intention today, but I don't know if I'm there yet. I feel like you really do have to train your hair. And I feel like since I've been doing wash and goes, it's harder to do other hairstyles. Let me give you an example. Like my slick backs, they just curl right up. So it's like I have to choose what I want to do. And I'm just grateful that my hair curls, right? Slick backs aren't that good for you anyway. And my hair has been growing since I've been doing the wash and goes. As you can see, I'm doing the 30th limb check because I'm shocked. Even though, y'all, I do need a good trim, okay? I need a good trim. That's what I was just saying. Like, I live in Chicago and I feel like it's so hard to find. I was trying to turn the camera, but it wasn't working. It's so hard to find a good hairstylist. Like, it's this one in Springfield. I followed this girl. She does natural hair content on YouTube. She's a pretty big creator, and she tagged this girl in Springfield. I may drive 3 hours just for a good hairstylist because, like, I just know what I want. I don't want. Look at that. I was so shocked. But I don't want like all the fancy like bells and whistles. I just want somebody who does a good job and is gentle with my hair and can just trim it, trim it and do a good job, because at some point I might eventually want color, and I gotta make sure my hair is in the healthiest state possible and it's happy and healthy as I am dancing. Right there. So just make sure your hair is detangled before you get in the shower and do that wash and go. This is a refresher, so I didn't shampoo or conditioner. Just another reminder. But if you're doing a wash day, that'll be good too, because low porosity hair can tend to build up, and you want to make sure that hair is clean so it's absorbing that product, okay? But anyways, y'all are about to get in the shower with me so we can do this. And yeah, let's go. All right, finally, the moment y'all been waiting for, okay? We are gonna get into it, honey. So this was my first time filming my wash and go. So I was just like trying to make sure that you guys were seeing what I was doing, but I was also getting the product in, because I would hate to have recorded and I'm worried about looking at the camera and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to. So here I'm making sure my hair is soaking wet, right? Low porosity. Make sure your hair is soaking wet, okay? That's first and foremost. I sectioned it off into 4, and I'm working on that back section. But I sectioned it into, like, I think 2. So 4 sections. I split it into 2, each one. So basically, you just want to make sure it's completely moisturized. As you can see, I'm just doing that. And then I like to finger detangle, run my fingers through my hair. I like to use that big tooth comb as well, just to make sure that it's all detangled and everything like that, and we're all good to go. So that's what I'm doing. I'm showing you guys the length too. How pretty, right? So yeah, you just want to make sure it's all good. I'm gonna split it again. And this wash day was a little longer. I feel like I spent more time. One, because when I'm recording, I feel like I was actually able to see what I was doing, right? I don't have a camera up to me every wash day. So I was actually able to look and be like, okay, am I detangling correctly? Am I applying the right amount? I think they call it the shingling method, where you take every single curl and you use your fingers to curl it even more. So that's what I do. So I was just kind of watching myself in my process and trying to keep water out of my eyes, clearly. But this was interesting to be able to record this for you guys. So I had a good time. I had fun recording. Okay. As you can see, honey, I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life. And it wasn't even that bad yet. The water wasn't even that hot, right? The steam wasn't coming through. Also, the temperature for the water, it wasn't super duper hot, but it was definitely warm in there, okay? And the longer I stood in there, I felt like it was getting warmer and warmer and warmer. So I don't even know if I've even applied the product yet, y'all. I think I'm still just making sure my hair is fully saturated in the product. And here's me detangling again, because I don't want any snags, right? It does make a difference when you apply your products and your hair. Jesus Christ, there's a lot going on. It does make a difference when you apply your products and your hair is tangled versus not, right? How are you supposed to get to those roots if the roots is tangled? You can't even get that far up. So make sure you're using your products here I am applying the product. I believe that's what it looks like. I put all the products in there with me. I know they say a dime size, y'all. Absolutely not. I apply that stuff generously, okay? My hair is super thick and I have a lot of it. So that's the leave-in conditioner and the honey hydrate. That's what you go in with first. And it softens up my hair, prepares it for the gel, and I use more than a dime size, right? I just make sure that my hair is soft and I could feel the product on my hair. I should move on to the gel and feel like I didn't put anything on my hair, right? You could put a dime size and it feels like nothing. No. I put it on my hair until I feel it on my hair and I feel the effect on my hair right away. So I think I did probably two of the put the leave-in conditioner in there twice, right? More than a dime size. Okay, and I'm raking it through my curls. I detangled it again with the big tooth comb to make sure that it's getting all the way through from root to end. Per the YouTube community. Per the YouTube community. But I actually did go to a hairstylist before who did my original curly cut. And this is pretty much the method they did. I'm moving on to the gel now, y'all. But like I said, more than a dime size, honey, generous. I like my hair drenched in product. And the reason that I love this gel is because it does not flake, okay? It does, at least for me, it does not flake. I've had no issues. It weighs my hair down perfectly. Look how happy I am to apply it. I literally went all the way to a store far out to get the dew gel, and I put it on my hair, and I was like, I gotta stick to my extreme. I actually just ordered the gummy, y'all. I actually just ordered the gummy gel. It's a viral hair combo going around with gummy gel and glycerin, and that one I actually might try because if the consistency is like the extreme gel, I know it's gonna be worth my time. It takes me a minute. I apply some more. That was me showing y'all. It takes me a minute to do my hair, so I just want it to be worth it. Like, I want to try stuff for y'all and for myself to see what the best combination is. I'm moving on to the foam, but also I don't want to waste my time, so I think I'm gonna try the gummy gel because the consistency looks thick like the extreme, so I think it'll be worth it. But for now, guys, I do my 3-product wash and go with the honey hydrate, the extreme gel, and the Mizani foam. And right now I'm just going through, finger curling each curl, making sure they're popping, honey. I don't know if I've done my wash and go without finger curling it. I think I have, but I just love the way it looks when it's finger curled, and I feel like it lasts longer, just in my personal opinion. So this is what I like to do, and you can do it however way you want, but I probably should have went up further to the root. But y'all, I'm like, let me just make sure I'm getting it done. Let me just make sure I'm showing them what they need to do, okay? But this method works for me. And you just have to have a lot of patience with your hair. Honestly, once you turn some nice slow songs on, some Sade, time will kind of go by fast. And it's a process. It's like really you loving yourself. So I enjoy doing my hair, especially once I get to this point, because that means I'm almost done with the section. But also it's pretty soothing, so yeah. All right. And then you just want to take your time going through your hair. Honey, I was trying to get it done. I'm like, okay, let me just get it done. This is my first wash and go on camera. Just want to make sure I'm doing it correctly. But if you guys like these and want me to try certain products, please comment below. Okay? Also, I have a hair guide in the bio. Hair growth guide with all my tips and tricks. All right. So at this point, I was at the front of my head. I had done the back already, so I just wanted to show you guys kind of what I did. So like I said, I sectioned it into 4. I split it into 2. I did both sections in the back, and now I'm in the front. So the same thing. You take the honey hydrate, and then I like to make sure it's completely detangled. Okay. Use my big tooth comb. That's all I like to do. And then after that, I do the same thing. Look at me. I'm like, please do not fall. Take the gel, okay? Take the gel. All right. And then I apply a generous amount of pretty much everything on my head. And am I already on the foam, honey? I was trying to get it done. Yep. And then the foam. Same thing on the front of your hair. And then I move to the other side, y'all. So it's going fast in the video, but I didn't want to bore you guys with just me in the dang on shower. Like, y'all get the point. If you see hair on the wall in the back, it's because that's my hair. That's my hair, y'all. I know a lot of people show how much hair they shed. I don't know if I'm going to do that. That seems kind of personal. Even the hair on the wall was a bit much. I missed it in the playback, but here we are nonetheless. Nonetheless. And this is a pretty quick video, to be honest, y'all. I'm literally almost done. I just want to show you guys the process. I start with the back, 4 sections, split into 2. Then the front, split that into 2. Then go to the next side, finger curl, honey, until we're all done. So if it seems like I'm moving fast, it's just because I edited the video, okay? I like a little scrunch at the bottom. Ta-da! Woo, woo, woo. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the curls for the girls, okay? All right. And then I like to put on the cap, okay? And basically I put on the cap just to get to my room and take my hair out of the cap and go under the dryer. I sit under the dryer for like an hour, 30 minutes. And ta-da! Okay, look at it. Ha. It's not even fully dry yet. Hi guys, it's the next day. Look at this. Okay, it's still a little dry. Okay, I mean wet, low porosity hair, of course. But this is super cute, y'all. This is how the results came out using the Mio Honey Hydrate, the Extreme Gel, and the foam. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope your wash and goes turned out amazing. Like, comment, subscribe for more wash and go content, y'all. I want to switch up the ingredients to my wash and go, but it's just too dang good. If you have any suggestions for low porosity hair, type 3C, type 4-ish hair, then, you know, drop them in the comments. But this turned out super cute. Okay. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.